Hi, I'm Doug Strombom, and I've been an answer sponsor of Nirmal Buddha Khetri for about 6 years. Today, I'm delighted to share my experience as a sponsor with you. Many of you at this event have deeper experience and more years of sponsorship than I, so I hope that my presentation triggers and reminds you of some of the moments you've had with your child. I find myself in a process of constant discovery about this young man. That's why I titled this talk, Finding Nirmal. Nirmal comes from a village in the far eastern part of Nepal near the town of Tapaljung. You'll see on the map that his village is literally at the end of the road as the highway climbs towards the Himalayan range. Like other answer students, Nirmal sent me photos of his family and made drawings of the village life for me. As a student in the 6th and 7th grade, Nirmal made me these marvelous drawings of the countryside. One of the things that always came through was his love of nature. I was so impressed by his ability to depict complex scenes with such artistic talent. He also wrote me about serious topics like the earthquake in 2015, and he shared this drawing of houses were being reconstructed in Nepal. A few months after the earthquake, he wrote, "After seeing and suffering from all these calamities, my interest towards engineering is increasing to the fullest. And now I have keen interest in designing buildings which will be earthquake resistant." It was great to see him thinking about career choices that would serve something bigger than himself. He also reflected on the political goings on in Nepal, and he takes a deep interest in society at large. This is a picture of the voting system that they have there. Nirmal shared his school results with me and his plans for furthering his education. He always performed very well, and I was very proud to see his good marks. And he continues to do so. He's now in college. He's taking his preparation to enter university for an engineering degree very seriously. And he works hard to keep his grades up to qualify to enter university. Nirmal moved to Kathmandu to live with his brother last year and attend college. I watched the young boy from the village become a young man. He particularly likes the friends and mentors he has met through a monthly program run by the Answer Alumni Association. I was lucky to be able to visit Nirmal this January. Barb Claggett and I had just visited our partner church friends in Meghalaya. I had never been to Nepal, so I was fascinated by the mountainsides upon our descent into Kathmandu. I was picked up at the airport and delivered to the Tibetan Hotel Utsi that seems to be the home away home now for answer visitors to Nepal. Nirmal came to visit me in the hotel lobby that afternoon. I was startled by his presence. His warm greeting, friendly smile, and easy conversation wasn't what I was expecting. I guess I'd built up an image of a super serious engineering student. So I was continuing to find Nirmal. That evening, we both really enjoyed dining with Ball, the executive director of Answer, and Kalyan, one of Answer's first graduates, over dinner. It was an amazing evening with cuisines, costumes, and dance from different regions of Nepal. It was also fun that Kalyan's daughter joined us for dinner. Nirmal and I got to tour the sights of Kathmandu together for a couple of days. I'm not a travel guide, but I can only tell you that I was fascinated by the ancient architecture and other gems like this Sanskrit plaque that we found in a temple. We wandered through markets that were selling food for an upcoming holiday. That evening in my hotel room, I couldn't resist making a watercolor of the people and things that we saw there. It was so colorful. Here's another painting I made in a colonial era garden in Kathmandu. On the third morning, we arose before dawn to take a flight along the crest of the Himalayan mountain range. Not only were the views spectacular, but also the sheer joy of all the other people on the plane. It was really contagious. This was Nirmal's first flight ever. We earned a certificate for our adventure together. That same afternoon, we drove to the countryside and visited a children's home called the Mission Himalaya Eco Farm. This amazing organic farm and home for orphan children was the project of Kalyan, the early graduate of Answer, whom we met earlier. And it's one of the ways that he has continually paid it forward since graduating from the Answer program. My time visiting with Nirmal in Kathmandu was joy-filled. It was difficult to say goodbye, but I was scheduled to journey onwards to Rajasthan. Nirmal and I now keep in touch via Messenger and Facebook. Here's a recent exchange we had just to check in with each other. I invite you to read it. I'll just advance the slides and you can read the dialogue. It's good that we can stay in touch quite easily through technology. I don't think he has time to draw me amazing pictures anymore. He's so busy with his schoolwork, but it's great just to keep in touch. Nirmal asked me to show you some pictures about his life in Tapaljung while he waits out the pandemic. He's living with his brother and mother in town so that he and his brother can attend school virtually. The father is still in the village. Here's his family um, near the village where his father is staying. And here's some photos of Nirmal's friends. I don't know if these are from the COVID era or before, but it's good to see that his life is fairly normal for a teenager and everything is good for him right now, except that he's having to attend all of his classes virtually. Soon we'll see a short video that Nirmal made for you. Before that, I just want to reflect on my own thoughts about this sponsorship and what it's meant to me. I'm overawed by the enthusiastic response that Nirmal has given to me. It reminds me about how important having an education and a fulfilling life is for the Answer students like Nirmal. Answer is like a magnifying glass that allows my small contribution to yield a huge amount of benefit and good. More personally, I feel fortunate that I've been able to connect with this bright young man. I'm only partway through the journey of finding Nirmal, but I'm sure that I'll continue to take delight in discovering new things about him in the future. Thank you for being with me on this journey, and I hope you enjoy watching Nirmal's video, which is coming up.